Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this Monday, February 23rd. I'm CJ LeMaster, your lead investigative reporter for WLBT and your host for the WLBT Plus Digital News Desk Update. Got a lot of you watching right now on our OTT platforms as well as on Facebook and YouTube. Our live stream's going. We've got a lot to get to, so let's go ahead and get started for today. First, this is breaking. We're able to confirm this maybe a few hours ago that Jackson Water customers will see higher water rates beginning next month. Now, after months of debate and court proceedings, U.S. District Judge Henry Wingate approved a 12% increase. According to the third-party administrator, Ted Hennepin, that's about $9 more per month for the average bill. Now, the judge said the utility is currently losing $1.2 million each month and needs roughly $20 million more per year to remain financially stable. The increase is expected to generate between $800,000 and $900,000 monthly. Customers should see the change reflected on bills arriving in late March. Jackson Mayor John Horn condemned the increase, saying he wants more accountability for how money is spent as the water system remains under federal control. In a statement sent to our newsroom just minutes ago, he says, Jackson families are already carrying a heavy load, and that is why I opposed this 12% rate increase. At the same time, we cannot and will not allow our city to default on its water debt. My responsibility is to protect residents from unnecessary hardship while keeping our system solvent and honest about what we owe. And of course, there's more from this that we will have on our website here shortly. Here's what I can tell you. Though the district judge here, the U.S. District Judge Henry Wingate, ordered the increase, he also put in place many of the actions requested by Mayor Horn for greater accountability, including that Jackson Water has to identify and bill unmetered and unbilled properties. They have to restore an in-person customer service presence, study a more fair tiered rate structure, and pursue a vigorous yet fair collection strategy for accounts that are past due. Well, the University of Mississippi Medical Center says its clinics will remain closed at least through tomorrow as crews work around the clock to recover from last week's cyber attack. All elective procedures scheduled through tomorrow have been canceled. Hospital leaders say patients will be contacted to reschedule as soon as possible or as soon as those systems are restored. UMMC officials stressed that its hospitals and emergency rooms in Jackson, Grenada, Madison County, and Holmes County remain open and continue to see patients. Local, state, and federal cybersecurity teams are actively working to restore full operations as quickly as possible. Well, police continue to investigate a deadly shooting in Northwest Jackson. We want to show you now video from the scene on Lake Glen Drive. That is where officers found 35-year-old Michael Monger dead at the front door early Sunday morning. We also recovered weapons and shell casings from the home. Several people inside were taken to JPD headquarters for questioning, but so far no one has been arrested. If you have any information on that shooting, please contact Jackson Police. And we want to show you right now that homicide reflected with the others that we've seen this year on our homicide tracker at WLBT.com. Not only can you keep track of where homicides are happening in the capital city, but as you can see, based on how many that we have seen over the last 12 months, you can see the wards are actually colored based on that. So if there's a high increase or something of an increase like we're seeing here in Ward 2, you'll start to see the color change, and it looks like we're having more killings than the trend is going up in Ward 2. You can also click on the individual homicides to get more information about those who have been killed. Again, as we just said, Michael Monger, and you can see here all that information reflected online. Right now, we are still 25%, seeing 25% fewer homicides than we did this time last year. But still, for the families affected, that's a moot point. They're still dealing with so much and just an unbelievable, thing to have to, a burden that they now have, and that need for justice, which we see all too often when these killings happen. Want to tell you that speaking of crime here in the capital city, a critical confirmation hearing set for tomorrow afternoon as Jackson prepares to name its next police chief. Dr. Rachel Brackney will face the city council during a confirmation hearing tomorrow afternoon at 4:30. She will need a majority vote from council members to land the position and become Jackson's new top cop. As you know, Hinds County Sheriff Tyree Jones has been serving as police chief. He had initially been appointed to or confirmed, or I should say named to an interim term or an interim position. He was confirmed by the council when the search process to find a new police chief took longer than 3 months. That is all the news we have for this edition of the WLBT Plus Digital News Desk Update for your Monday, February 23rd. We appreciate you watching. I'm CJ LeMaster, your lead investigative reporter. Please, if you have anything that you want to pass on to us, my email address is right there. You can also reach out to us on Facebook, but certainly we will keep you updated on the news of the day. 2:30, our First Alert weather team is going to be in here to let you know how this work week is shaping up weather-wise, and our early evening newscasts start on air and online at 4 p.m. For everyone here at WLBT, I'm CJ LeMaster. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.